Okay, good morning, everyone. Today's topic is called Ikigai, the happiness of always being busy. The Ikigai is a Japanese concept, and it's kind of like a diagram or a prism for finding satisfaction and happiness and meaning to your life. Uh, what it means is that, like the direct translation, it doesn't have a direct translation into English. It's made up out of two words, which is life or being alive, and worth or an effect or a result. The Japanese definition for it is something to live for or the joy and goal of living. There are many explanations and many ways that you can understand this concept, but mainly it's a reason for being, or it can also be the equivalent of your purpose. But also, my personal favorite translation for it is the happiness of being busy. So today we're going to talk about that. First, we're going to understand the definition, the dimensions of this diagram. Then we will go through the steps of finding your ikigai. I will also explain some rules that were written by a lot of people, or like that were agreed on by a lot of people, and then you can see my sources. So this is how it looks like. This is how your ikigai. This is how you find your ikigai. So you might be wondering, how can we like simplify حاجة زي البيربس بتاعت الإنسان to um, a simple diagram like this. So let's try to break it down. If you listen to the Japanese, everyone has an ikigai. You just have to go on the journey to find it. So it's thought of as the reason to get up each morning. It's not just like an emotional point of view. It's both emotional and logical. It combines your mentality and your spiritual state in order for you to have like a different perspective on your life. So it's basically, it could be a feeling, like but like not just a feeling like angry or sad or كده. No, it's a feeling as in a state basically that you live in. And it's not made يعني الفeeling ده مش بيجي only when you like have to do something, or you're forced to do something, or forced to deal with the circumstances that you have in your life, but it's something that you consciously do or consciously think of uh, to get like a direct connection to your life. So it's like four primary elements, as you can see. It's when they converge together, they create your ikigai, which is four elements دول هما what you love, what the world needs, what you are good at, and what you can get paid for. احنا هنbreak down بقى each element دلوقتي on its own. So first, what you love. دي حاجة يعني بتبقى personal for each person. ايه الحاجات اللي في الحياة that you think you can like that you do that makes you feel alive. Whether small or big, ايه الحاجة اللي that brings you pleasure while you're doing it. um, so, and then what does the world need? When you think of the world, what makes you think ايه الحاجة اللي انت محتاج تغيرها في الحياة؟ ايه الحاجة اللي عايزها تبقى مختلفة؟ ايه الحاجة اللي عايز تكريت في الحياة؟ بس not just the world as in the earth all the countries and everything. It could also be something that you just want to change in your world, in your immediate world, your family, your friends, your work. ايه الحاجة اللي in your world that you want to change or that you think needs changing? Then you move on to what you're good at. Ill skills that you think are unique to you, or that the things that you are good at doing. ايه talents that you have. ايه الحاجات that you are always trying to excel at. Then finally, what can you get paid for? This is what brings this concept down to reality. انا بس مش عايزه اكون كويس في حاجه او بحب حاجه او عايزه احل كل المشاكل بتاعه العالم. No, what من كل ده can I get paid for? Because this is life, yeah. Um, and then once all of this stuff converges, you get between what you love and what you're good at, you get your passion. Between what you love and what the world needs, you get a mission, and so on and so forth. But بيبقى في برضو areas in the middle that some people live in and are satisfied with, but they don't make up your ikigai. So, for example, when you merge three things من كل حاجة, you get like another state. So, when you merge, for example, what you're good at and what you can be paid for and what you love, you get a satisfaction, but you're feeling useless. You don't do anything, you don't change the world in any way. نفس الحاجة when you mix what you love, what you're good at, and what the world needs, you get a delight and fullness and satisfaction with yourself, but you get no wealth. You have no source of income, or a low source of income, or whatever. Same thing when you mix what you love, what the world needs, and what you get paid for. There's excitement, a complacency that you have, but you're always uncertain about what you're doing because you're not good at what you're doing, or you don't think that you are good at what you're doing. And then finally, when you mix what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can get paid for, you're comfortable, but you're feeling empty. You've strayed away from what you love and what you're passionate about. So you feel empty, but you have what you need. So those are all of the states or all of the dimensions that you get from this diagram. يعني it's a bit too much to think about sometimes on one like day or 1 hour, but it's a journey that you go on to understand yourself and understand what you want to do in life more. So why listen to the Japanese? Why do this? Why try to find your ikigai? Well, for one, Japan has the longest living citizens in the world, so maybe that's why. But also the Japanese have mastered the art of being happy with small things and always being active in their life. So finding your ikigai also allows you to look forward to the future, even if everything right now is not good, but at least you're working towards something that you think will bring you joy or that makes you happy. It gives you a new perspective on why you get up each morning. So I don't just get up to work to get money. No, I get up to work to get paid, but also to do something that I love, but also to change the world in some way, whether it's just my world or the entire world. And I'm also doing something that I'm good at. So when you have all of that, you have a better reason and better motivation to get up each morning. So how do you find your ikigai? There are steps, obviously, but everyone should have their own journey or their own um, thought process when it gets to finding your ikigai. So once you've completed all of the steps and you can combine your passion, your mission, your vocation, your profession, you'll have a rough idea of where your ikigai might be, that feeling that you're looking for, what can you do to work towards it. So first step is looking at your skills. What am I good at? You can be good at designing or organizing or presenting or social interaction or anything literally. You just list everything down. You write, oh, I'm good at this and this and this. You write everything that you can think of. These questions might help you. What is easy for you to do? I can do it easy, no problem. وعلى طول الناس compliment me on how good I'm doing this thing, or that I am efficient. It's always something that people praise about me. They don't. I think I'm good at this thing. Then second step is, what do I love? What am I passionate about? Um, when I say think, create, build, and do, you divide all of the things that you love into something, into these three categories. What do I love creating? What do I love building? And what do I love doing? Okay? And then you get a lot of categories and a lot of activities that you love doing. These things might help you find them. So, for example, what did you do when you were a child that made you happy? What would 12-year-old you say if they saw you now? What absorbs you so much that sometimes you just forget about life? When you're doing that activity or that thing, you don't think about anything else. You are extremely motivated to do that thing. And then what activities put a smile on your face? It could be literally anything: dancing, going shopping, baking, just something that makes you happy. And you list all of them down. Then this is how you find your passion. So you try to look for overlapping parts between what you're good at and what you love. And this is how you find something that you're passionate at. You just نشوف ها oh, maybe I'm good at baking, and it also makes me happy. So that's what I'm passionate about. Then step four is you look at the world around you. What does the world need? What what do I think should be changed in my world? It doesn't have to be like solving world hunger or some huge goal that you think you need to accomplish. Yes, these things need changing, but you need to focus على الحاجات الصغيرة. يعني مثلا some things that you can focus on: healthy eating habits, mindfulness, being aware of who you are, being more kind to people. What do you think can be changed in the community around you? ايه ال values اللي انت you think are supposed to be in your community, in your world, and then list them down. Then there's step five, which is finding your mission. So you combine what you love, things that you love, and then things that the world needs. تشوف بقى ايه الحاجات اللي من الليست دي ومن الليست دي that connect together, that have anything to do with each other, and this would be your mission. Step six is, what can I get paid for? What do people already pay me for? And what other professions or what other skills do people get paid for in general? It doesn't have to be something that I already do. It just has to be something that people usually pay for. Could be writing, teaching, selling products, solving problems, doesn't matter, just something that people pay money to get. And then when you combine the things that you can get paid to do, or with the things that the world needs, you get a vocation. الvocation دي بتبقى حاجة that, like, you get to change the world in some way. You get to do something that the world needs, and at the same time you get paid for it. Then step 8, which is step قبل الأخيرة, you combine step 1, which is the things that you're good at and the things that you can get paid for, and you get professions. You get a list of professions that you can do with your skills, or the skills that maybe حتى you want to learn, and then you combine them with what people usually pay for, and you get a profession. And then the final step is you combine بقى your passion, your mission, your profession, and your vocation, and you try to find something that has all four in order for you to get your Ikigai. It might be like a rough thing, like a rough idea, حاجة بعيد, like a huge vision in the future. It could be something small. It doesn't have to be something big عامة, but it has to somehow incorporate all four sides of a diagram. It has to have something that you love, something that the world needs, something that you can get paid for, and something that you're good at. في حد مش فاهم أي حاجة في الsteps أو عنده أي سؤال؟ No? Okay. But there are rules. Um, before I tell you the rules, they're not really rules. Okay, someone said something على الجروب. Give me 1 second. Is no mundane task. That's true. It's not a mundane task. It is not خالص where it's something that takes a lot of time, and that's why the guidelines اللي أنا هقوله لكم next are going to be somewhat helpful يعني for you. But also what you need to know is, and this is not something that you can just wake up one morning and understand, or نقعد كده ساعة نعمل workshop مع بعض كل واحد يكتب lists ويقعد بقى يجمع ويكروس مش عارفة interpret وإن احنا نشوف ناخد من دي نحط في دي. No, it's something that it's like a self, I don't know, finding journey that you go on. But see, the thing is, you have to consciously try and consciously think about this عشان you're not just going to stumble upon it. هي دي حاجة that you need to think about a lot. So these rules were not written by the Japanese, يعني دي مش حاجة مكتوبة عندهم في الدستور. بس they were يعني there were a lot of books written about this concept, وحاجات كتيرة قوي من دول a lot of people agree on, based on research, based on interviews. واحد منهم ال كاتب 10 rules. أنا I think I put the wrong slides, yeah. Two منهم actually اسمهم Hector Garcia and Francesc Miralles. Sorry. They they did like 100 interviews, actually 100 interviews with a lot of Japanese older people that live by the Ikigai, and منهم طلعوا 10 rules. But this book is not just about the Ikigai. It's actually, it talks about a lot of uh, uh, concepts موجودة في الجابانيز culture, منهم البلو زونز واللوجوثيرابي, longevity, flow, tai chi, yoga, and all of that. بس mainly what I got from it was 10 rules دول. These rules will help you a lot when you're trying to find ikigai, and when you're trying to maintain living with that ikigai. So first, أول حاجة is staying active. Staying active بمعنى ماشي خلاص I found my ikigai, بس أنا دلوقتي في حالة معينة من الحياة مش هقدر إن أنا pursue. لا, you can. Even if you start small, even if it's one minute a day you think about it. Even if it's you're trying to learn a new skill, so every week you dedicate 1 hour for that skill, and you consciously make the effort, this is for my purpose in life, this is what will make me happy. So it's يعني حاول ان انت never stop looking for it and never stop working towards it, even if it's something you start small, and then you build up a momentum. Take it slow. يعني مش هصحى دلوقتي تاني يوم الصبح اقعد اعمل lists واجري بقى. You can if that works for you, but when you do it fast, or when you try to jump into it, maybe في حاجة that you still don't know about your life that you miss, and then it's not your ikigai anymore. Or maybe لسه في حاجة that you didn't even know exists, and then you're trying to when you do know and it exists بتحس اللي هو طب I should have known that من زمان. But that's why you're not supposed to jump into it. You're supposed to take it easy. Don't fill your stomach. هنا don't fill your stomach يعني it's a Japanese concept still, ان انت لما تيجي تاكل it's a Japanese concept, but it's also an Islamic concept actually. لما تيجي تاكل مش لازم تشبع. بس هي برضو في نفس الوقت it relates to life. اللي هو لما اجي اعمل حاجة، ولما الاقي حاجة بحبها جدا و it makes me happy، مش لازم stuff myself with it because it will lose its sparkle, it will lose ال value بتاعها. Surround yourself with good friends, obviously. Get in shape for your next birthday. Still, دي مش حاجة physical only. دي حاجة also mentally. Get in shape. Always make it a goal for yourself. And then, okay, by my next birthday, I will maybe lose 10 kilograms. Or by my next birthday, I will be kinder to people. I will wake up more happy. Or I will make the conscious effort of waking up more happy, so on. Try to set goals for yourself for each birthday. Smile, fake it until you make it. Reconnect with nature. Give thanks. Always be thankful. Always. Live in the moment when you're doing something, whether good or bad, whether you're satisfied, happy with it, sad, angry, it doesn't matter. You have to live it. You can't ignore what's happening around you. And then finally, follow your Ikigai. Always know and there's something that you're working towards and that you have a purpose that you can find and that you can work towards for the rest of your life. So this is the book. They explained all of these rules in detail, obviously, in that book. Then there are also other guidelines that you can follow and that are agreed upon. Again, start small, keeping in mind that life needs evolution, not revolution. So, like I said, a lot of things can change and you don't know how they will change. That's why you're supposed to take it slow. You're supposed to take your time while finding your purpose or your happiness. Um, Release yourself, accepting who you are, eminently distinct from your ego. You need to understand and okay, this is who you are. You may be able to change some of the things. You may not be able to change at all, but you need to accept who you are in order to be able to work with what you have. Uh, Pursue harmony and sustainability. Obviously, this goal, your ikigai, is going to be something big. It's going to be something that you live your entire life doing, maybe. So this goal, this ikigai needs to be something sustainable, something that you can actually do for a long time. Enjoy the little things. So what they mean by this and what is extremely rooted in the Japanese culture is being happy with small stuff because big stuff is not a lot. You can't just rely on being happy with big things, big events, big cars, big houses, because these things are extremely rare. So you need to be able to be okay, fine, you may get it and then be happy then, but also you may not. And you need to be able to be happy with the small things because they are a lot. So you will be happy more. You will have more things to be happy about. And then finally, be in the here and now mindfully. Again, حتة إن أنت you're consciously making an effort, you're consciously understanding إيه اللي بيحصل and what you're doing around you in order to be able to learn from it, in order to be able to know that you're working towards something, um, and also be happy with it or be sad with it. It doesn't matter. It just you need to be conscious and there. That's it, actually. And those are my sources. And thank you. Do you have any questions? So, well, sorry, 1 second. Thank you everyone for attending and bye.